Good evening all, this is Darth Rabbit 07 coming to you today with another quick review. I want to say thank you again to CMD Store for sending these out so quickly. They have of course had Axel Grease Beachcomber and this Devcon figure. So it's been a long sought after figure by many, and now we got them in the Legacy Evolution line. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, all the stuff down below in the description below there. Thanks again for watching my channel. Let's get this turned around and take a look at Devcon on the turntable. And here is Devcon on the turntable, looking really good in his box. I'm so glad that we're getting the windows back in the near future. Nice looking artwork on the side of our Autobot Bounty Hunter. Stuffed things, 13 steps from robot mode to vehicle mode and back again. Can't wait to get him out of the box. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and get this done. Right here is his bio. If you want to pause and scan there, have a free scan on me. Also, to help my fellow hunters seeking this guy out in store the old-fashioned way. Let's crack this box open, free him from his cardboard prison, and see what all comes in the box. What all comes inside of the box? You got 3 gang molded cast in blue accessories. You got his jetpacks that can double as extra guns if you want it to be. They can be boosters a la Star-Lord, or on his jetpack and fly around and stuff. So there's those things. I think this has got a blast effect compatible point there if you wanted to do that. I don't know why you want to do it that way. Then you also got this silver, like I said, casted in blue but painted silver standard weapon, and you can Evo fusion these things together. You have them sitting lower or higher, and that's just a triple takedown Evo fusion. Or you can make his blaster look really loaded up with big ammo clips on each side. I think that just looks totally silly. I'm going to start him off in the Star-Lord jet thruster booster. There you go. That's like Star-Lord. He can just like fly along if you want him to. And he's got a couple ports back here you can do his backpack. On the edges as such, or they can be configured closer together, to each his own. Options are good. So he's like got a triple thrust thing going on with his vehicle modes gun there. They can also be added to the shoulders. It looks kind of silly. Or 2 in the same hand. That looks kind of mean. I like the way that looks. Be it up on his arm like this, or the in-hand standard. I mean, you can do several different things. Options are aplenty and good no matter how you shake it, since he is an Autobot Bounty Hunter. And loving that we're getting these characters that we see in the shows just like this in the Legacy line. Like to see even more. And this guy is a heavy retool based off of Blur. No disintegrations there, Devcon. Good night. This guy gets excited and like really wants to throw down. And to the third-party guys that do the gap fillers, please fix this, as I am so tired of seeing this kind of thing happen and hollowed out. I just, no. Hollowness aside, this guy has a ton of loadouts that you can do, and I just absolutely love that you can utilize them as a jetpack, extra flamethrowers, or even some missile launchers here, as I've demonstrated in robot mode. It's just a superior retool of the, it's a heavy retool of the Blur mold, and done rightly. One more spin for you guys at this standard. Just knock them all out, gone. And it'd been nice to see Slizardo make his way with a little figurine. If they made a T-Tiny Poly with the Beachcomber, they could have did a Slizardo, or even maybe the third parties are going to fill in the gaps and give us some wrist swivels, because that's my only other downfall when we get into articulation. I'll get to that in a minute. I will be loving to buy this and get that to where it has his wrist swivel back and the gaps filled in, and have Slizardo. I'm probably mispronouncing that like crazy, but love that we got this obscure character looking absolutely stellar in this little standard pose here that I've got. And just love that you can flip these around and make them, like I said, close together, and you can make his robot jetpack, robot mode jetpack, however you see fit. Very fun. I don't like the Star-Lord one very good at all, but anyway, there we go. Devcon and robot mode all together. Let's get him whipped over into his vehicle mode in 3, 2, 1. Before we get over into that vehicle mode, I was meaning to go through articulation. He's got a mushroom pad, well, no, maybe a ball, but due to the way it's configured with most of these, it's kind of got a little weird movement there. So you can get all the way around 360, very, very nicely painted facial details, no light piping. I really wish they'd bring back the light piping if they were bringing things back. You get all the way around there at the shoulder, and it's got all the way out to a T-pose, really good. You have your upper bicep, you got a swivel there, you got a upper bicep swivel there. I love all that. 90 degrees at the elbow and accompanying pegs to do other weapons configurations. 0 wrist, and the way that this is designed, it looks like they could have done this and had the wrist swivel still incorporated and have something even more beautiful than blur when you go into that transformation and you get that in there. I like how this cleans up, boom. Or you can leave it like that and have that Mega Man cannon blaster thing going on. Pew, 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 bang, 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 bang. I love this bounty hunter options. His options is awesome. Let's get this into vehicle mode in 3, 2, 1, and after I get the daggone articulation fixed, all the way around the waist, you can see it's on a mushroom there, and ooh, holiness, daggone pain. Yep, needs an upgrade kit. It looks like, guys. Got that far up kick, that much down, 90 at the knee. Very beautiful blur ankle rockers. That's about the only noticeable thing, but it's in red this time. And you can get the full van damage. Now let's get this guy transforming. 3, 2, 1, and absolutely amazing tank mode for his ship mode. And there is Devcon in his ship mode, imitating the box art, and looks fantastic, guys. No matter how you spin this guy, you got your forward view, you got your starboard view, you got your aft view, your port side. This guy looks amazing, and he can either be a ground vehicle, like a hovering off the ground like that, or he can go flying to the stars. I mean, the options and play factor are freaking right here with this amazing blur retool mold. And I mean, if you don't like the thrusters there, you can do the thrusters back here. You can have them souped up like that. I think that looks flipping amazing. You also can do it like this right here. Like I said, options are good and great, and I don't have any of the blast effects with me to show that off a little bit further. And then you can also load it, do a load out front or forward booming. Let's just go ahead and do it. Devcon's quad gun, or if you even want to make these blasters too, I mean, it just you can just really get a mega bloosh out of that. I borrowed the bloosh word from MGO, but you get the point in the picture. Options are fantastic. My only negative is looking from the bottom, it's got a holy mess. So yeah, third parties, DNA Designs, perfect effect. Whoever wants to fill in the gaps, please help do so. I just really wish this would stop happening. You can see all the gappage there. My final thoughts on ship mode. This is a really, really excellent Cybertronian craft that can either be used for ground patrols or for the aerial assaults. Let's get him converted back into robot mode for some final thoughts in 3, 2, 1, and final thoughts on this robot mode. I feel like this thing just jumped right off of the G1 animation page and looks spectacular. Like that, he's got his loadout there. He's got other options. The ports are done very good. The heavy retool, all new parts all over throughout look excellent. I just kind of wish that in the tempo that it had like the white, background to the red there, but that's more paint and budget constraint. Budget constraints, the hollowness. This is an excellent. Those are my negatives for the robot mode and for the ship mode, but this is an outstanding heavy retool of the blur mold. I kind of wish they would do another blur and give these other things and functions a go, to where like maybe the blur bits and pieces fold up into the thing really good, retain the wrist. The blur mold has a wrist swivel, but it's tied to the transformation. I don't want that. That should have been something that doesn't get overlooked. And so they're going to redo blur and use this mold again. They need to fix it to where he has the wrist rotation and the stuff actually folds up and compartmentalizes into his arm, or becomes part of his arm, and be more slender and slick looking. But Devcon definitely does not disappoint. Make sure you guys smash that like button, share, and subscribe if you haven't done so. It helped me continue to grow my channel. And thank you again to all my subscribers. You guys totally rock. Hope you guys are having a great, happy 4th of July week with your families out there. Stay safe until all are one, guys. Thanks again for watching.